Hey guys, Amber TOSTASIK,
Tom TOSTASIK,
and we are real estate agents in the Tulsa market with Keller Williams. And today we wanted to make a video specifically about our investment property. And the reason we are making this video today is because I have no idea where our money's going on this. It's kind of been Tom's project, and I sat down and said, okay, what's going on? Where's our money going? What does this look like? And decided we would share it on a video so you guys can learn along with me where my money's going.
So we also got a comment from somebody on the previous episode curious about the finances involved and what the numbers look like. And really, as an investor, that's really the most important thing, is what do the numbers look like? It is fun to watch the transformation and make things pretty, but are you making any money? And so here we are. We negotiated price and we got it for $50,000 cash, 30-day close. After closing costs, that total was roughly $52,000. And then, if you've watched the previous episodes, there's a little bit of a misfire on the expectations of what the rehab costs would be, but we've got some actual data today to kind of share with you where we're at. And then most importantly, probably, is what this house will be worth when it's all said and done, when we go to refinance it. Okay, so we're into it for $52,000. The house is ours. Originally, we thought we were going to be spending $16,000 to $20,000 all in on rehab. Those are good numbers. Again, all depending on what we think it's going to be worth. So why don't I now just jump to what the after repair value, or the ARV, would be. So what's this home going to be worth when it's all said and done? Based on the comps in the area, our house is a little bit bigger than the average. They've extended on a breezeway and a garage, and the garage was converted to a bedroom and a laundry room. We are turning it from a 4-bedroom, 1-bath to a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. And again, there's not exact comps on this, but based on what has sold in the neighborhood, price per square foot ranges for a decent livable house, roughly $70 to $100 a square foot. So ours being a 4-bedroom, 2-bath puts us kind of at the higher end for that, and hopefully we do a good job in fixing it up, making it nice. So I expect that this will probably be $80 to $100 a square foot. Now, there's multiple houses in this neighborhood on the market for way more than $100 a square foot, as high as $130 a square foot. That's a good sign, but it still needs to close to make those numbers count for anything, especially when they go to refinance, or when they appraise the house, they'll look at what's actually sold. So I'm confident we'll be able to get $80 to $100 a square foot, and the square footage of our house is a little bit in question because of the add-on. So tax records show roughly 1,300 square feet, but with the add-on, it's closer probably to 1,600 square feet. And if you do some quick math, that's anywhere from, drum roll.
You're not looking at me to do math, are you?
It's going to be, my expectation is the value of this is going to be between $128,000, maybe up to $160,000. So we've got a house that we bought for $52,000. As of today, the materials, the labor, and the jobs that I've essentially signed us up for, which are plumbing, HVAC, we've already removed the wall if you've seen the previous videos. So right now, out of pocket with just these things, we're right at $20,500. So we are roughly $72,000, $73,000 in at this point. Now, we're not done spending money, we're not done with the rehab, but I'm confident in who I'm working with. I expect there's probably another $15,000. So we'll call it $85,000 to $90,000 total, all in, of our money. You didn't faint, okay? No. We're good?
We're good.
So if we took, the minimum of what it's going to be worth after, which would be, that bottom number was $128,000. We've spent $90,000. Okay, you follow me? Mm-hmm. So the difference there is $38,000. Mm-hmm. Okay. So when you go to refinance, you essentially are needing to have at least 20% equity in the house. Okay, so when they go to refinance and they see that it's worth 128, they're going to be like, all right, what's 20% of that? Probably 25, 30. They're going to say it's worth 128. You need to have $28,000 in it, and we will cash out the difference. And if we're going to do it for $90,000, they're potentially going to give us $100,000. So all of our money will come back out of it, and if we're lucky, more. And now we have a loan on it, and it'll cash flow. Basically, all the money will come back out, and then we'll have a cash flowing property thereafter. My expectations for rent on this property, well, at minimum, I know Section 8 will pay roughly $1,000 to $1,100 a month. My expectations are this house can at least get $1,200 and maybe more. So what is your take on all of this?
I think I had the impression when you started this journey that it was going to be kind of like HGTV.
I'm going to watch HGTV.
Like just pretty, let's pick out tile
Yeah.
and paint. Yeah.
And we haven't even gotten to do that.
Yeah.
So that sounds a little ditzy, but that's true. Like I thought, okay, we're going to buy this house and make it pretty. And that's not necessarily reality. There's a lot. And the other part, I think for me, I just thought, because again, what I know is what I see on HGTV. You hire one contractor that comes in and looks around and goes, okay, it's going to be $20,000 to flip this house. And that's what they do. Mm-hmm. But what you don't see is all of the moving parts behind the scenes. So it's not just one person that gives you this price and then it's done.
It could be.
It could be, yeah. But that's not been the experience here. You're working with multiple different contractors, mm-hmm. and everybody's schedules and moving parts and costs have not been what they were in the beginning, what you expected.
I think the other big difference for your expectations would be watching HGTV, they're flipping houses that are expensive. And clearly this is a different type of flip. This is more just for a lower end rental property as opposed to a glamorous TV show quality.
Right. I wasn't really expecting like glamour, but I just mean like as far as you get somebody to come out and tell you what it needs and here's what it's going to cost, and that's not the case.
Well, it wasn't the case for us, and that may be the case for some. And my goal is in this experience to kind of work with this particular contractor who I like and I trust, and figure out a way to groom him for us to do this more efficiently, as well as my clients, and kind of have this resource available to those who are investing with us in Tulsa. So it's a steep learning curve, but it's fun. And I was talking to a client right in the middle of my kind of anxious times, and they are just getting started and working a full-time job. We both came from IT, and I was kind of like, woe is me, I'm dealing with this. And he kind of stopped me dead in my tracks, and he wasn't even intentionally trying to do it. And he's like, man, I wish I could switch places with you right now. And I was like, oh yeah, this is what I want to be doing, even though it's challenging. I'm sure at the end, if it all goes as planned, it's going to feel super rewarding when it's done. And plus, we've created a great home for a family, mm-hmm. and that's going to be rewarding in itself.
Yeah, and this is all stuff that you were like dreaming about not that long ago, and now it's a reality. So it's fun to watch. Yeah.
So the goal for 2021 was to have one of these under my belt, and heck, we closed in November, got this goal kind of achieved for 2021. If all goes well, my goal is to have 3 of these done in 2022. So hopefully we'll incorporate you more into the next one, or maybe just later into this one. So
yeah, I'm ready to pick out tile and cabinets.
You're ready to be Christina on the spot.
Yes.
Well, thanks for checking out our video. I may include some pictures and some videos I've taken this week. They are making progress. All right, so we've run into some issues here with this thing's leaking. A crack right here. So the question is, do we rebuild this or do we just do away with it? We're going to do away with it and then make a decision later if we want to do something just over the door. But this piece was added on. It shouldn't be too difficult to just get rid of it. Oh, there you go.
You replace them.
All right, so
I might as well replace those.
all right, so we're just going to replace the ones that need it.
Yeah, because they're flexible enough. I had held damage before.
We got a tree here that is very close to the house, really big, and overhanging the house, as well as the power line right there. So if that goes down, takes out the power, could take this out, which requires them to put in a new box, I've been told. So probably gonna have to take this tree out. We do have a plumber, which has been our challenge. They're gonna start on Monday, and I think we'll really see things take off. It'll really start to come together. If you've made it this far, we appreciate it. Please hit that like button. It really helps out the channel, helps us grow. Hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified next time we make a video. And if you're interested in buying or selling real estate in the Tulsa market or somewhere in eastern Oklahoma, reach out to either one of us. I'll put both of our information on the screen. I'd understand if you want to work with her. She's prettier, but please reach out. We're happy to help.
Thanks.